They hit the field here at McDonald Jones Stadium. Harry Grant will be pivotal to what they do here tonight. Getting out of dummy half, if they get some go forward, he can cause real problems for the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, I love his guile and his expertise out of dummy half. He's a wonderful ball player. Markers down, they'll be gone. They've scored, as I mentioned, 20 tries down the middle of the field, so that's their big strong point. Here we go. First 10 minutes will tell a story about Newcastle Knights defence.
So it's Ponga who get things underway. Munster comes forward to make the catch, and they'll begin here just inside the Melbourne Storm 20.
We've got over 20,000 Novocastrians in the house, and they are hoping tonight is the night they end that 11-game streak that the Melbourne Storm have over the top of them. Adam O'Brien called this week of training their best week of preparation so far, even better than the week against Brisbane, where he spoke about that before that game, and they put in a great performance against the Broncos. So we'll see what the Knights dish up tonight. They're running hot after 2 straight wins.
Yes, they had the bye 2 weeks ago, didn't they, Jake, of course, in that win last week against the Tigers, 34 points to 18. From Hastings across to Fitzgibbon. They'll move to the UK in 2024 to link up with the Warrington Wolves. Brings it back to almost the halfway line. Crossland with Ponga down the short side. Here is Best. A ball back on the inside. Crossland was backing up. A little trick shot from Newcastle, and now Meaney cleans it up. He runs straight through everybody. The Knights make a mistake, and the speed of Meaney has first points here for Melbourne.
Yeah, if you have a look at it, it was Kalen Ponga pushing up that left-hand side, down the short side, the blind side, got the ball to Best. Best tried to turn the ball back on the inside. No fullback at home here. There's Ponga now with the ball on the outside. Best tries to get it back on the inside. The scoop up there from Meaney. Ponga caught up on the blind side, running the football. No one at home. Gagai tries to make the chase, but Meaney too quick and scores the opening try.
Once he hit the fresh air, they were never going to run him down, and it was stunning. The Knights creating a half chance themselves down the left-hand side. And you get the impression, while it's still early doors, it's extra important that the Newcastle Knights find a bit of starch here defensively. As Melbourne begin, 35 out from the Knights line. Kamakamitha working it forward to be stopped there by Crossland and also Saifidi. Keen to make amends for giving away the penalties. Hughes finds Asafa Solomona one-on-one there for a moment with Fitzgibbon. Don't want that situation too many times when you're trying to stop the big man. Hughes comes out here through Munster. Olam again gets early ball. Stopping a good tackle by Gamble. Gagai was also involved. Laero now crashing at the line. He scores. Just a crash ball from close range. Melbourne have a second. Off the back of Meaney's long run. Laero from 5 metres out. They just didn't have an answer. And as quickly as that, it's 10 points to 0.
Yeah, you got to get off your line when you're making tackles there. That close to the line. Thompson got caught flat-footed. Liero runs straight onto the ball. I mentioned a little bit earlier how they scored the bulk of their tries right down the middle. This time, into dummy half was Munster. Beautiful pass, but Liero, Marcus didn't chase strong enough. Tried on the legs tackle, and Thompson was a little bit slow to get off the line.
Last play from the sideline. Gamble chipping one out wide. Warbrick coming forward, loses it, goes straight back to Adam Elliott. And Newcastle have a fresh set from on top of the Melbourne line. It's Crossland. Harry Grant taking an age to get off the tackled player there. Leo Thompson surging, still looking for his first try in the NRL. Crossland comes to Hastings. Fitzgibbon was there. They had a surplus of numbers. Hastings dies with the ball, though, as Crossland goes very deep. Gamble's there. Ponga pointing out the back, saying he wants a forward to take a carry here. Frizzell, though, offloads. Crossland, Gamble, tipped on by Gagai. Dominic Young, he'll win the race for the corner. Great hands by the Newcastle Knights on this right-hand side of the field. It all began with a terrific offload back near the uprights.
Yeah, it was Tyson Frizzell had the ability. They got the repeat set there. The Newcastle Knights, we know how good they are at scoring, but it's the offload here of Tyson Frizzell that gets them going, goes into the line. Just a little flop back there. The defence, 3 in the tackle. He gets the football away. Once Dominic Young gets the footy, the little tap on there from Gagai. Munster can't come across to make the tackle, and Young gets his 19th try of the season. Maybe that'll settle them down a little bit now, the Newcastle Knights finally on the scoreboard.
She marked there, Phoenix.
He does, I suppose. He saved himself a spray at half-time from his coach that he got the penalty there.
So it's Croker who will play it here just outside the Melbourne 10. Crossland. It comes to Mann. Now Hastings. Best on the charge. You can't stop him. Not in the form he's in at the moment. Off the back of taking the leap to rep football with New South Wales, he was like a rhinoceros on the charge, on the savannah.
It's the ball nice and straight and hard here. A couple of arm tackles there. Smith can't go with him. Remus Smith, as you mentioned, Bradman Best that close to the line, running at that speed. It's a beautiful pass there from Hastings. Good angle running there from Best. Gets them right back into the game. I'll tell you what, the Storm haven't been the same side since Asafa Solomona has gone off. They've lost their leeway a little bit since he's gone off, tackle breaking and playing the ball quickly. It's a Newcastle Knights.
Frizzell is there. Olam played it. It comes to Young for the corner. He puts it back on the inside. Gagai keeps it in play. That was terrific work in the end. Play on for the Knights and a 0 tackle after Olam made the touch.
Geez, that was good defence there. Tom Young looked like he was going to score for all money. I reckon that might be a bin there. Let's hit him in the head here.
And we hit a Knights player in the back.
There's force and it's to the head. You're in the bin. On report.
It had to be that way. Tariq Sims goes to the bin for 10 minutes.
Blokes, I know we got one in the bin, but blokes coming together. I'm going to speak to them. If we keep having repeats of that, I'll sit them down for coming together and pushing. Yeah. Tyson, blokes coming in and pushing and wanting to carry on. I've had enough of it. If it happens again, I'll sit one of your guys down for it.
The clear up just a few moments ago. The Aero, Tyson Gamble came together this time with Sims. Well, that was a simple decision for the bunker and the referee, given what we saw in the replay blocker.
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah, as soon as I saw the replay, I just showed him hitting him right around the head, right around the chops. There was only one way he was going to go there, and that was to the sin bin.
It's a big opportunity here for Newcastle. Gamble all the way back to the left-hand side. Got something to go straight. Best puts his hand up. He gives it to Marju. A juggle, but he regathered and planted it down. Newcastle have the lead. Against 12 men, they score immediately.
Yeah, it's a great offload there from Best, who gets the try in the end. Just reverse back up that right-hand side again. We've had a lot of joy down that side. Best going down the line, a little flick out the back. That's a great pass. That's a try. Gets a couple of interested because he runs the ball so hard and so direct. Best. The boys just got to come in and try and assist with the tackle. And that's a try.
See it again. Didn't touch a Melbourne Storm player. It certainly didn't, and he did regather it in time. The put down is good, and Greg Marju scores in the corner. And they came here tonight knowing they'd lost one of those games 11 straight against the Melbourne Storm. They lost 25 of 30 all the way going back to 2006. Just with absolute dominance by Melbourne over Newcastle for a long time now, the best part of 20 years. And here they are, leading them 14-12 with a one-man advantage for the remaining 2 minutes of this half. And then 5 minutes plus beyond the break. Gamble goes to Mann. Hastings, here's Ponga. Best is there again, revving up and ready to go. Runs a long way here before he's taken down by Remus Smith. What a handful he is. Marju comes to Hastings. He finds Gamble. Frizzell's very deep. Gagai's there with him, goes on the inside of Olam, links up with Frizzell once again. He keeps it alive. Gamble's there, pops it to Mann. Hastings throws the dummy. Ponga beats Warbrick, stays alive. Fitzgibbon scores! One of the great tries we'll see in 2023. Newcastle, they are the entertainers.
Oh, that's a magnificent try there from the Newcastle Knights. Just on the stroke of half-time with the offload. Hasn't he had a mighty first half on this right-hand side of the field? And then they all get on board. The catch and pass, Gagai with the ball back on the inside. Here's the money ball. The pass, the flick out the back. Hastings does well here too to throw the dummy. Gets the ball. Fitzgibbon gets the football off Ponga and backs himself there. And what a try. That went through at least 10 sets of hands there. A great try there from the Newcastle Knights on the stroke of half-time. All their guns involved with that one.
It looked as though it might have broken down midfield there when the ball hit the deck. They had the presence of mind not to hurry the play at it and knock it on. Fitzgibbon, yeah, he says, when Melbourne goes short here, still down a man for another almost 2 minutes of action. Munster does exactly that. Comes backwards off best. Ponga ends up with it. And Newcastle retain the ball 20 metres out from the Melbourne line. They lead by 6. They've got visions of double figures and beyond here at the moment. Croker for Crossland and Hastings. Jacob Saifidi straightens the attack as he runs towards McDonald. They're 10 metres out in front of the posts. Slow play the ball here. Saifidi has an issue with the leg. Now Hastings showing it. A little bit Harry Grant back on the inside, but McDonald was there and so was King. And they've got 2 plays remaining. Crossland, here comes to Kurt Mann. That was a big dummy, comes back to the left-hand side. He was just about through. Taken down just by Hughes. Crossland, he grubbers. Croker! He got there! They can do no wrong! An ad-lib kick. And Matt Croker, it is pouring through. Shows what an acrobat he is with the put down.
Defensively to start the second half. Crossland with the grubber kick. He's not the quickest man there. Caught out of position, Meany. Can you believe Frizzell was there at the same time? Great chase there from Thompson. The bigger man gets the ball down. That is great work. And what a start to the second half. They've come out of the sheds, Newcastle. Munster had slipped over. Meany out of position. Thompson scores.
Centimetres inside the dead ball line. That man. Ponga thought the pass was going out the back. Knocked on by Bradman Best. The ball went to ground. And here are Melbourne off the back of it. Another set hit right here. Munster wide from the scrum. Gives it to Wallen. He steps into space. And Melbourne have hit back. From a scrum midfield, they stretched them out. Munster was very wide, and he had Olam doing a Bradman Best impersonation back on the angle.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Warren. Just nice, strong, direct running from Best for the Newcastle Knights. This time from Olam. The man who made the mistake misses the tackle there, Gamble. The man who knocked on there a little bit earlier. He's like a missile, isn't he? When he hits the ball at that sort of speed. You can see Tyson Frizzell at the scrum base saying, hey, boys, let's get some numbers over there. Olam breaks a tackle. Ponga can't make the tackle. And they needed something, as I mentioned.
Meany here. Brings it back. Nice strike of the ball. And they're back within a converted try with 25 minutes remaining. It's the Knights 24, Melbourne 18. They lead by 6. It's Hastings feigning an attempt at field goal. Thought he might catch them out. Welsh wasn't falling for it. Last play here. They go back now. Gamble, he was thinking about the one-pointer. Gagai puts a kick in. It's an absolute Barry Crocker. From next to the post, no mistake for Kalyn Ponga. They knew coming here tonight they had to find a way to win at home. And they've done exactly that. It's been impressive. Hastings takes the tackle. And listen to the reaction of the Newcastle Knights fans.